Hey coaches, this is Coach Bobby Jackson, a performance coach. Quick background, I've been coaching athletes in the fitness arena for over 20 plus years, which kind of gravitated me over to mentorship with a lot of my clients, athletes ranging from amateur athletes, collegiate and professional level. So I'm just glad you just took the opportunity to take advantage of this promotional course. I think it's going to be a real blessing to you. I just want to jump right in on it. It's that time of year. It's the season that's about to start for all sports in this new academic year. So, that energy is always revved up, and, it always starts out with football season. But, in the preparation part, just being a coach, all the off-season training, the film study, the game planning, you putting all your energy up front, hoping that, the hard work that you put forth, will produce something, will carry on throughout the season. But how can you really manage that, with your players to keep that same intensity and mindset, week after week after week? Trying to get on that road to win a chip, man, it's hard and it's tough. It's hard to keep your kids focused. And it's hard to keep them, their minds, focused on the goals at hand, on the team goals that you set out through all that, off-season training and through camp, and through, just the preseason of all the speakers coming in to try to help them out and keep them motivated. So what I've done is I've created 8 criteria areas to help you build that championship culture in your organization, to make you kind of feel like, what, my team is championship ready to go the long haul. All right. So, in this session, I want you to think of 3 things for you to think about. I want you to be thinking about how these principles, will impact your program. All right. And then when I talk about a couple of these criteria, I want you also to think about the leaders on your team that can help you facilitate and govern these principles, to keep them carrying on week from week. And also, I want you to think about how can these principles become a foundation of the culture you want to create that you can see year after year after year. All right. So I want you to think about those things and make sure you get a pen and paper at hand, because I'm going to be dropping some wisdom nuggets, that I've, gathered all through the years of me, coaching and mentoring players. All right. And this is our format. I'm going to introduce each criteria. And I'm going to give a CLS training affirmation. And those affirmations are things that can stick in your player's mind, and they can remember about these different criteria points and be like, okay, that's my reference points. I can keep saying it over and over to myself so that gets inside of me. So that becomes part of who I am. All right. And then we're going to define that affirmation. And of course, I'm going to give you a couple of tips how you can train that skill. Identify if my player or my organization is kind of lacking in some of these areas. And as a coach, what should I be looking for so I can touch those buttons and get those guys moving in the right direction. Okay? I'm excited, and thank you again for taking advantage of this course. Let's get ready to get it.